Alright, Shalom Israel. This is the brother Shaquat Gabar from the Great Millstone, South Carolina camp, coming at you with another lesson. And before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone that ruled well, that's laboring in the doctrine and in the ministry of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And to the fellow laborers as well, that are also laboring in the ministry of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, day in and day out. That hope for elect. Shalom. So basically, man, I'm just gonna touch on, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, going into the curses, man, that fit the Israelites, man, here in the last days, that Lord said that we're gonna be in, for us being rebellious against the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, against the laws, man. So the Lord has put us in captivity, man, proving that we are the Israelites. And who are the Israelites? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And Deuteronomy is a key book. Deuteronomy 28th chapter is a key book showing that we are the Israelites, man. Because you got these non-believers, mainly amongst these Christians, in particular, right now, that vocab alone, saying that the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans don't fit the description of the Israelites in the Bible, man. It is proven through history, archaeologists, scholarship, and through the spirit that we are the Israelites, man. There ain't no way around it, man. And Deuteronomy is a key book, man. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man. So I'm going to just touch on a couple verses and pinpoint it, who are the true Israelites, man. That fit the description that's written in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man. Proving that these false Jews, the Amalekites, these Edomites, because that's what their biblical nationality is, Edom, Esau, the so-called white man, proving that he's not the children of Israel, and that land that he over there in, that he stole, don't belong to him, man, but to us, man. So I'm going to get into Deuteronomy chapter 28, and it might be, a pretty long chapter, so it might have to be a part 2, but I'm going to go ahead and, get a couple of points, man. And it says, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And that will happen to us, man. And they're going to get into it for us being rebellious. And it says, verse 16, cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. And you seeing that, man. The city represent, where you born at, mainly. Where you born at, and you catching hell in the, where you see Jake at, in the ghettos, in the hoods, in the slums. Those derogatory or derogative terms, man, they label upon us, man. And you see the state of our people, man. So cursed be the ones of our that's in the city, man. That's why you seeing so much murdering in these cities like Chicago, where Jake at, man, where blacks at, amongst the Mexicans, the Native Americans, because those are the curses, man. And it says, cursed shall thou be in the field, meaning outside, in the world, man. That field represent the world, man. Because you have Jake Thomas, they leave the hood, they go find a better life, But wherever they go to, man, they're not going to prosper, man. They're going to still catch hell. They still going to be called a nigger, a spick, a Latino. They still going to get the short end of the stick, man. And that's proven in that, man. Why? Because we know, because we fit that to the curses, and we are the Israelites. We actually living out these things, man. It fit us, man. Unlike these heathens, man. They don't get the same treatment like us, man. They get treated better than us, man. Especially here in America under Esau, man. Because it's systematic designed that way. And also it's the Spirit of the Lord that got it that way, man. And it says, cursed shall thou be thy basket and thy store. Meaning your business, man. You have our people, do business, and get a so-called upper hand in this society. But how long would it last, man? You see how long it lasts, man. They have a store or some type of corporation running for a couple of years, but they never prospered, man. They always go bankrupt, or the money that they always have, they got to pay back taxes to the government. They always got to have it on spend money on bills, being subject to payments, So these curses fit us, man. Cause you have these other nations, man. They start their corporation up, man. Especially these so-called white people, man. Even to these other heathen nations, man. The scripture said that they leave their substance until they babes, man. They got that generational wealth, man. Enough money they can leave off to their children, to carry the business on, man. Not amongst us, man. And it says, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep, going to the business, man. That we lost all that, man. One upon a time, back in the ancient days, we had welfare, man. When it comes to our own cattle, land, houses, material things, man. But the Lord took that from us, man, for being rebellious, man. Not anything that we own, man. We got to get it from this system, man. We got to go out there and work for it, man. Slave for it, man. And it says, cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. And you see that mainly, when you come in, meaning when you being born, man, you coming in, when you already a slave, man. They got Social Security, a Social Security number on you, man. Birth certificate, man. You already worth thousands on the stock market, man. Looking at as debt, man. And Esau did that to all nations here in America, but mainly us, man. Cause he made most of his money off the laboring of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So Lord said, cursed when thou comest in, man. Soon we being born, man, we already enslaved, catching hell, man. Especially here in the American system. And it says, and cursed thou shalt be when thou goest out. And when you die, man, you go out. Majority of Israel, man, they live long lives if they're not being put to death at a young age by the streets, the drugs, or the diseases, If they live a long age, man. Look how long Israel got to work, or elder person got to work, for years, man. The so-called get a Social Security check, they retirement check, disability, every year they push it up more and more, You got to be 76, you got to be 67 or 76, this nonsense, man. Order for you to be getting benefits, man. Our people got to work all the way up to old age, man, to sustain a so-called life here in America, man. And the majority of the time, man, when our people grow up elderly, they die, man. When they die, man, they die broke, leaving debt to their family members, Got to pay for the funeral, thousands and thousands of dollars for a burial, the insurance, So curse when thou goest out, man. When you coming in being born, and when you die, man, you're going to be cursed, man. Until the Lord lift these curses off us by sending his son, Yahushua, back, the Messiah, man. And that's what we're hoping in. That's why we have the faith, man, knowing that Yahushua, he died for us, and he was risen to come back to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. And as a whole, set up the kingdom of Israel, man, for our beneficial life, man. The way we're going to live in righteousness when the kingdom is established after this place go down. Continue on. And it says, the Lord shall send upon thee curses, vexation, rebuke, and all thou settest thy hand up unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. So anything that Jake put his hand to, man, put effort into, man, it always backfired, man. It never prospered, man. And if it do for a little while, they always end up losing it, man. Because it's in the curses, man. Even amongst these, our people that sold out into the society, these higher up when it comes to these entertainers, man. Look how their life go out, man. You know, being exposed. Then they got to sell their soul, you know, because this is real, man. They actually got to sell their soul to the elites or to these lesser luminary ones that run America, like Hollywood, the music entertainment, the sports entertainment, you know. Even on low levels, man, they got to sell out trying to get a so-called wealthy life, man. You know, they got to, you know, do homosexual acts, blood sacrifices. You know, this is real, man. And our people do that to gain fortune and fame, but at the end of it, they still lose all that, man. Their career go down, you know. Out of all they done sold out for, they lose all their money, you know, because the curses, man. And that's just the, you know, the ones of our people that's up in these Appalach of this world, man. Not even talking about the low levels or the ones of our people that's, you know, really that's poor, man. You know, that catching it hard. Because of the curses, man. And it says, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. So that's why we can't prosper, man. You know? And the Lord has set us up in captivity for our rebellions against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for going off against the Lord, man. So that's why we getting punished, man. And being oppressed and in the hands of our captives, man. You know? The Edomites. And none of this system that we got to abide by. And it says, the Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he had consumed thee from off the land, but thou goest to possess it. You know, going into these different diseases, man, amongst our people, man, amongst the so-called black community, man. You know, diabetes, cancer, AIDS, you know, all type of illness and pestilence that the Lord has plagued us with, man. And it says, the Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he could have consumed thee off the land, whether thou goest to possess. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, and with the inflammation, and with the extreme burning, with the sword, and with blasting, and with the mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. And you seen that, man. Our people, like I said, the diabetes, you know, because our people ain't following the dietary law. And also the food we eat is messed up. This place is systematically designed to keep us sick, man. To keep us to go off. You know, to keep us from not prospering. And the Lord has set up Esau to play a big part of these curses that fit us, man. You know? You know, amongst the, you know, they say that consumption, you know, with basically going into, you know, diseases, man, illness, man, you know, STDs is a high rate amongst the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American community, man. You know, because how the system is set up, man, that our women want to be whores, our men want to be adulterers, you know, want to be homosexuals, sodomites, you know. So they got to pay the consequences for those things, man. And the curses right here, man, for their wickedness, man. While the elect, like men like myself, praying I'll be part of that hopeful elect, we trying to escape these curses, man. We want the Lord to lift these curses off of us, man. So it can be righteous and be a one with our power, man, to the fullest, man. You know, because we one with the power now, but much more to the Lord establish the kingdom, man. And these curses only fit us, man. You don't see no major STDs, sexual transmitted disease outbreak amongst the whites, the black, the whites, the Chinese, the Arabs, you know, the situations of so-called black on black crime that fit us. You don't see the Chinese shooting up each other, man. The Arabs shooting up each other. And if it is, man, they ain't pushing it like propaganda putting it on the media as they put on us, put us up there, man. Look at World Star Hip Hop, man. You know, we call that the nigger channel, man, or the nigger news, man. All you see is nothing but so-called blacks and Latinos and Native Americans on there acting like wild animals, man. Acting like those brute beasts that the scriptures call, man. You know, call us the ones of our people that's in the state of mind of foolishness, man. The ones of our people that lost and destroyed for the lack of knowledge. The curses fit us, man. And it says, and thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. And kind of what is the saying? What is saying in the world, man? You know, I'm in between a rock and a hard place, man. So basically, that's what that scripture is saying, man. Life is going to be miserable here, you know, especially here in America if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. I don't care if you sold out, man. You still gotta fit. You still gonna fit these curses, and you still gonna be under the captivity of our oppressors, man. You know. And it says, and thy heaven that is over thee, over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. From heaven shall it come down upon thee until thou be destroyed. So that's going into, you know, the low state, man. The low state that our Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua put us in for our rebellious, man. You know, because you know, back then when you get rain upon your land, you had, you know, your vegetables, you know, you had your plants, you had your fruits, you know, and that rain brought, you know, abundance to that land, you know, make your fruit yell and your food to sprout, man, you know, basically represent your prosperity, man. But all that is taken from us, man. That rain represent us, not coming. That rain coming down on the earth, you know, on our food, our vegetables, you know, our land, basically represent the prosperity that the Lord took from us, man. You know, that's why most people can't get the scriptures, man. You know, cause it's written in symbolic ways, man. You know, it's codified, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to get the understanding of it, man. So you heathens don't need to touch our book, man, because it's not for you, man. You know, and once you did touch the Holy Bible, what happened, man? You corrupt the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You change everything of the scriptures, man, contrary of the law, statutes, commandments, man, to the point that you even got the whole world following wickedness, including 2/3 of our people that follow the ways of wickedness, man. You know, going into you so-called white people that mainly took the book, the Bible, and claiming that it's your book, that you're the Lord chosen people. The Most High and the Son look like, you know, so-called white people, but all of it is a lie, man, and push contrary to the laws. They have this world being wickedness, man. And it says, the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies. Thou shalt go one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them. Thou shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. And that will happen mainly during the time of 70 AD. And that's history that they don't talk about, man. That the Jews, the so-called blacks, during the time of 70 AD, was a time of Roman persecution. And when the Romans came in there and besieged Jerusalem, and we scattered, we fled out of the land, you know, due to the Lord punishing us, and we fled out of the land of Israel, and we scattered mainly to the west coast of Africa, Europe, different parts of Asia, even out up to the point during the slave trade, the Atlantic slave trade, that we came over here in slavery, man. You know, on the cargo slave ships, man. You know, and that's gonna go into it, man. Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, man. So this chapter touch on the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans only, man, because we fit it, man. You know, and that's our history, our shameful history that we had to go through, man. Of being kicked out of our land through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and becoming slaves, man. You know, and being put to shame And now to the point that we being oppressed, and even to the point that our people is fighting amongst each other, man. You know? And following these different gods, man, these false gods. That's a shameful history, man. But our people want to forgive and forget, and Esau want to erase it. But the Lord always going to have that remembrance here on the earth, man. You know, especially in the time that we're in, man. But our people don't want to remember the shameful history of our captivity, man. You know, that's why they got to be destroyed. Because they'll say forget about slavery and forgive Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Let's all us become one and do what we want to do. That was their mind frame, man. That what got us into captivity in the first place, man. Following the ways of the heathens and these idols and these false gods of these heathens, man. Now the Lord will have to destroy 2/3 of our people. And it says, and shall thou be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth, and that's why we say the Israelite foreigners, man. Because the Gentiles in the New Testament is talking about the Israelite foreigners that lost their ways, lost their custom of knowing they were Israelites, and followed the way and follow the ways of the heathens, man. Because they were scattered amongst the heathens until this day, man. That's why we say all Israel is not going to look like so-called black, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're going to look like other nations. Why? Because our seed is being mingled, or has been mingled amongst all nations, man. And the Lord is required of the spirit and of the bloodline of an Israelite, man. Not no spiritual Israelite. Unless you, only way you can be a spiritual Israelite if your bloodline go back to your father, through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and Israel, man. You know, no matter what you look like, man, and your spirit gonna have to dwell with the Most High. And the Lord know who the Israelites is anyway, man. You know, amongst the so-called, you know, we used to say confused faces, you know, but amongst the Israelite foreigners that look like the heathens, the Lord knows who are Israelites and who ain't, man. Going into the parable of the tares and the wheat. How the Lord is going to separate the tares and the wheat, man. And the wheat represent Israel, and the tares represent the heathen nations that may look like Israelites, but if they bloodline go back to the heathens, they're not going to make it, man. They're going into captivity. And the Lord going to do the separation. Our job is just to push this word, man, and bring out the facts and the truth. The Lord going to do the choosing. And it says, verse Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 26. And their carcasses shall be meat unto all the fowls of the air, and to the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fear them away. You know, going to the mass death that the Lord brought upon us through our enemies, man. What happened to the so-called Latinos and the Native Americans on this side of America? When you Edomites got here, when you so-called white people came over here, you know, when you Quisadors came over here, the American cavalry that came over here, man. You ain't seen nothing. You go into the history of how Esau, Edom, got this land, man. You ain't seen nothing but portraits or pictures of slaughtered Native Americans and Latino tribes, man. You know? That's the curses, man. Proving that they're Israelites, man. They had their land taken from them by slaughter, man. By lies, by deceit. You know? You know, Esau, Edom down there genocided the whole nation of the Native Americans, which are Gad, you know? And the Latino tribes, like Ephraim, which are the so-called Puerto Ricans today, you know? And that's a historical fact, man. We are the real Holocaust, man. Not that those false Jews over there, man. Because that was a lie, you know, that they brought up. They're trying to justify them to get the land of Israel, man. Through the Balfour Declaration, man. You know, that's a lie, man. The real Holocaust came over here, man. The real genocide, man. You know, what he did to the Native Americans, the Latino tribe. What he did to the so-called blacks when we came over here on the cargo slave ships, man. how millions and millions of us died during the time of so-called slavery, you know, going on 300, 400 years ago. And we still slaves until this day. And we still dying at a high rate under the hands of you Edomites under the American system today, man. Ain't nothing changed, man. Continue on, and it says, the Lord will smite thee with the pledge of Egypt, and with the hemorrhoids, and with the scab, and with the itch, whereof thou canst not be healed. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of the heart. And that word heart in the Hebrew means lab, meaning your mind. And you see the mind frame of our people in today, man. You know? You know, like we got a saying, man, here at Great Millstone, you know, Charlotte and South Carolina, man, we got the saying, that it goes, have you seen niggas lately, man? Our people are smite with blindness, man. They don't know who they are, you know? With madness, meaning that they bugged out, you know? Our people, look at the culture of our people, man, what they call black culture, man. Like Elder Yashawamba say out of Dallas, man. You know? Our people, you know, is at a feminine state, man. Look at the mind frame of our people, man. Majority of our people want to be rappers. Our men want to be rappers or gangster thugs, drug dealers, you know. Our people wearing all type of the fashion of these days, man. Skinny jeans, skirts, dresses, even amongst the so-called straight man, which I say they are effeminate, man. You know, calling themselves straight, but he got nerves wear little skirts with pants, tight shirts. You know, our people bugged out with all type of colorful dye hair. You got people, our people wearing red, blue, and yellow, green hair. You know, dreads. Got their hair, got dreads, got their hair shaved off. You know. All type of wickedness, man. Confusion, man. That's madness, man. Our people, the main ones that in these different doctrines, these false doctrines that leaving them more and more confused, you know. So these scriptures fit us, man. You don't see the so-called Chinese and the Arabs walking around with all type of clothing on, effeminate clothes, you know, being the biggest homosexuals, all type of colorful hair and stuff. And if it is among them, man, that's a trend that America done pushed, and now they got done polluted. But who did affected the most? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know? And it says, verse 29, and thou shalt groom at noonday, and that blind groom in darkness. Thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Man, we ain't prospering, man. We always catching hell. We always got to be subject to payment. Always being oppressed. You know, our people fill up the prison center. You know, every time you look on the news, man, we always being demonized. Like I say, black culture, man. Our people, mind frame is to be hood-like, want to be in the hood. Strung down on drugs, selling drugs. Our women want to be whores. You know, coming up against their men. You know. And all this is in the scriptures, man. All this is in Deuteronomy chapter 28, man. The curses, man, that fit us, man. That pinpoint to that we are the Israelites, man. And it's undeniable. And it says, and how were we spoiled, man? You know we are a spoiled nation when we was taken into captivity, man. That this land is taken from the Negro, the Native Americans and the Latino tribes, man. You know? That they really took our original land from us, man. And our nationality, man. But not only they took the lands for the Native Americans and the Latinos, and brought us in captivity, but he also took our original land, man, Israel, man, and our identity, man. ain't took the scriptures that belong to us and proclaim it for themselves, man. So they spoil us, man. You know, ain't no history going to those fake Jews being carted off on cargo slave ships, being oppressed, having a yoke of iron around their neck, catching hell. That only fit us, man. You know? So basically, come with another part 2, man. Stop it right there. And, cause battery about to, go out on me, So till next time, I'm gonna, do a part 2. Hoping that this video may edify, and I'm gonna continue on with a part 2. So till the next time, I'm gonna say, Kala Yahabashim Yahweh double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. And, part 2 gonna come up. Till next time, Shalom.